Comment est-ce qu'ils vont, les beaux bébés? Yes! Ils vont bien, ils vont bien. Comment allez-vous, chers fans de Déjà, fait, tape? David Bocage ici qui profite des séries éliminatoires, sans aucune retenue. Je ne sais pas si vous regardez les séries, mais moi, ça me rend complètement dingo! Oh! Alors, pourquoi est-ce que je fais un épisode comme ça, ou en tout cas, bref, que cet épisode pop-up dans votre fil iTunes ou Spotify ou GarageBand, non, Google Play, peu importe. Eh bien, c'est parce que cette semaine est une semaine très spéciale pour Déjà, tape. Nous fêtons cette semaine le premier anniversaire de la Mission Forsberg, mesdames et messieurs. Oui, absolument. Ça fait déjà 1 an que Producer Tom et moi nous sommes rendus en Suède pour faire cette série d'entrevues, dont celle à tant attendue avec M. Peter Forsberg, l'ancien joueur de l'Avalanche du Colorado et des Nordiques, et héros d'enfance personnel de moi. J'allais dire of mine, comme si ça se met. Donc voilà, ça fait déjà 1 an qu'on a fait ça. Et c'est pour ceux qui ne s'en rappellent pas, en fait, ou qui n'étaient pas au courant, tout simplement. C'est comme une des affaires les plus folles, je pense, que j'ai faites dans ma vie. Ça, puis évidemment, me battre sur la Suède à Berlin. Mais non, c'est pas vrai. Non, mais c'est parce que c'est un projet qui est parti d'une idée complètement folle, puis qui s'est vraiment réalisé. On s'est dit, hey, et si, on a fait ça en partant de la saison 2, on proposait aux fans, c'est leur temps d'aller, qu'on aille en Suède essayer de trouver Forsberg. Puis c'est pas truqué, c'est pas arrangé avec le gars des vues, on ne le connaît pas, on n'a aucun lien, aucun contact. On est débile léger. Et puis les gens ont dit oui, puis très vite, en moins de 2 semaines, on a ramassé 5 000 $. Et avec des mois de travail, on s'est finalement rendu en avril dernier en Suède. Et on l'a fait. On a enregistré 8 épisodes en 10 jours avec 8 invités différents. Plus, après ça, on a enregistré 4 épisodes making of relatant tous les détails de comment on s'est rendu là-bas, comment on l'a trouvé. Il y a un album photo aussi dans Mission Forsberg, un petit making of aussi vidéo. Donc, ça a été un projet de fou qui est parti avec une idée qu'on avait discuté, Producer Tom et moi. Puis on s'est dit, bon, regarde, on l'essaye, la vie. Et finalement, vous voyez, les idées les plus folles sont souvent les plus pas les plus folles, mais folles, mais surtout sincères, authentiques, puis avec vraiment pas de limite. On s'est dit, on a envie de le faire, on le fait. Oh, les pompiers. Donc, venez éteindre mon cœur qui est en feu! Donc, mes voisins sont tannés. Donc voilà, donc c'est comme ça que ça a parti. Et bref, tout ça pour dire, pour célébrer le premier anniversaire, on s'est dit, on veut que les gens qui n'ont pas eu la chance encore de l'écouter ou qui veulent se rattraper l'écoutent. C'est pour ça qu'on vous donne un rabais de 50% avec le code promo DST, comme GRATUITEMENT, DST50. Donc, DST50 sur le site. Vous allez sur GRATUITEMENT.com. Vous pouvez cliquer sur Mission Forsberg, rentrer le promo code DST50 et ça revient à seulement 25 $. Et on parle ici quand même de plus de 15 heures de matériel, non, ça, de contenu exclusif. Et donc, ça vaut vraiment la peine. Et la raison pourquoi je le lance aujourd'hui, lundi, c'est parce qu'en fait, la journée exacte à laquelle on a rencontré Forsberg, c'est le 26. Donc, c'est vendredi. Donc, on a rencontré Peter Forsberg le 26 avril 2018 et vendredi, nous serons le 26 avril 2019. Et je le lance aujourd'hui, lundi, parce que je veux vous donner la semaine, s'il y en a qui veulent se rattraper, écouter tous les épisodes avant vendredi, parce que vendredi, c'est une journée très spéciale parce que oui, c'est à la fois premier anniversaire de notre rencontre avec Forsberg, mais également, c'est la journée de notre premier party de fin de saison de Déjà, tape ever! Wow! Et oui, on l'a finalement annoncé sur les médias sociaux, peut-être l'avez-vous déjà vu passer. On fait notre premier party de fin de saison vendredi soir. Ça va être écœurant. On fait ça, j'ai tellement d'informations, je ne sais pas par où commencer. Ça va être au bureau de Ulule qu'on fait ça. C'est sur Saint-Laurent, à Montréal, coin Fairmount. Ça va être une soirée, en fait, pour les fans. Et ça commence avec un enregistrement devant public d'un épisode qui va être dans la saison 4. Donc, un enregistrement live. Vous êtes là, vous le vivez avec nous. Ça va être écœurant. Je vous dis pas encore d'invité, mais je vous jure que vous voulez être là. Vous pouvez même poser vos questions à la fin, à l'invité vous-même. On va faire tirer du gear de Déjà, tape. Il va y avoir un encan silencieux avec des items de collection signés qui vont être sur place. Si vous avez toujours voulu vous acheter un hoodie, un T-shirt, une POC, des stickers, un affiche Déjà, tape, vous voulez faire signer des trucs, on fait ça. Il va y avoir un stand aussi pour faire ça sur place, qui prend les cartes aussi. Donc, ça va être ça va être une solide soirée. Tout ça, évidemment, avec une bière à la main. Ou comme dirait Coors Light, « En veux-tu une froide? » Non, j'en veux une qui goûte bon, Coors Light. Change ton approche. Donc bref, ça va se faire vendredi soir. Le premier party de Red Sur Tape. Ça va nous faire tellement plaisir de vous voir là, de vous rencontrer. Les portes ouvrent à 7 h, l'enregistrement débute à 8 h. Et donc, vous avez le temps. Si vous êtes, peu importe de tout, là, si vous partez du lac, quand les malades à midi, venez-vous-en. Si vous êtes à Québec, venez-vous-en. Gatineau, peu importe où vous êtes, Magog, venez faire un tour. Ça va être le premier, j'espère, d'une longue tradition parce que ça va être un party annuel et c'est gratuit pour les membres Patreon. Et si vous êtes membre Patreon, en fait, tout ce que vous avez à faire pour réserver votre place, c'est de nous envoyer une confirmation par la messagerie Patreon. Seulement nous dire, je vais être là et donc on vous réserve votre banc puis vous n'avez pas à stresser. Vous vous pointez puis yeah, fucking party, you know? Et si vous n'êtes pas membre Patreon, il n'y a aucun problème. Vous voulez vous joindre au plaisir, vous venez et c'est au coût de 10 $ simplement à la porte. 10 $ pour une soirée mémorable. Alors, donc c'est ça. Ça, c'est ce vendredi 26 avril 2019. Wow! Et évidemment, aussi le plaisir, c'est vraiment de se rencontrer. J'adore rencontrer les gens qui écoutent le podcast. C'est ça qui est weird avec le podcast, c'est qu'on a des milliers d'écoutes à chaque semaine. Puis des fois, je me disais, c'est fou comme cette semaine, il y a 2 fois la salle Wilfrid Pelletier qui a écouté l'épisode. Puis, tu sais, je ferais un show devant du monde même. Je serais comme, oh shit, il y a 6, 7, 8 000 personnes. Mais là, c'est comme, je vous vois pas. Alors là, c'est l'occasion qu'on se rencontre. Et vous allez même pouvoir mettre une face sur Producer Tom. Cette petite face polonaise dont on ne peut voir que les chiffres sur eliteprospects.com. Anywho, je suis très content de vous avoir annoncé tout ça. Et c'est ce qui mène à l'extrait suivant. Pour ceux qui n'ont pas encore écouté la Mission Forsberg, c'est un extrait. Ce sont les 10 premières minutes de ma rencontre avec Peter Forsberg. C'est un teaser, c'est une dégustation. Je suis l'équivalent de la petite madame avec un filet dans les cheveux à l'épicerie qui vous fait goûter un petit sample de quelque chose sur un cure-dent. Mais je pense que quand même, l'épisode avec Forsberg et la Mission Forsberg en général est quand même plus savoureuse. Alors, bref, voici. Donc, ça va vous donner peut-être le goût d'écouter la suite, pas seulement Forsberg, Peter, mais évidemment toute la mission, les autres épisodes. Voici les 10, 12, quelque chose comme ça. Première minute de ma rencontre le 26 avril 2018 avec M. Peter Forsberg. What a legend.
Sur le tape avec David Bocage.
All right, after months of work and research and what have yous, I'm very proud today to be sitting in Stockholm with what's his name again? Peter Forsberg, or how they say here, it's Peter Forsberg.
Peter Forsberg.
Oh,
Precis. Yeah, you're pretty close.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Thank you. So nice to meet you. It's really like a pleasure. It's an honor. We've been wanting to do this for months. I know for you it's just a typical day at the office and you're having some people over, but you were just about to say before we started, and I said keep it for the show, how you heard about us coming over and how did that happen?
Well, first of all, I'm glad to be on the show. So finally it happened. But I think there's a few emails coming in from both left and right. It was one of my friends back in my hometown, and there was somebody else emailing me, and somebody, like three people trying to get a hold of me, like this show. So you're funding money to get over here, and got to make sure I have time. So, no, I think it was fun to get those, and it showed you guys really made some effort to get over here to meet me. So I'm honored, and I'm happy to be on the show.
What did you think when you heard about 2 crazy French Canadians coming over here and like desperately wanted to get?
Yeah, no, I thought it was pretty funny. I had a good time up there in Quebec when I played, and then unfortunately we got to move out of there.
Yeah,
it worked out pretty well to be in Denver, but it was. I know you French Canadians are pretty big hockey fans, so. No, like I said, it's fun to be on the show, and hopefully we'll have a good hour here in speaking.
Did you have a chance, because I don't I'm not sure, but that's what Jordan told me. He said, like, I sent him the video, and I was like, but did he really watch the video? He said, did you have a chance to take a look at the video? No, you didn't.
No,
okay.
I did not watch it.
It was like no, it's okay. It was just a silly video. I was like, I don't think he actually watched it, and because the thing is, that's Jordan find the video funny. That's why he was like really into like making you do this, and I was like. It was just like stupid jokes, like me speaking like fake Swedish and something. I was like, if he actually sees this, it's just embarrassing. But
no,
anyway,
you probably have. You should be glad I didn't see it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm here.
Yeah, so it happened. So all is good. So yeah, we're actually just the reason why it all came to this is because when I was a kid, that's the first book I bought. That's the first book. It's Peter Forsberg. I was like 10 years old.
Oh, it's
have you ever
French.
seen this?
No,
yeah,
I seen the picture.
French book of you of your life.
Well, no, I've never seen this one. I'm sure they. Well, I don't know if if they translated if it's a Swedish book or something, but no, it doesn't look like it. I've never seen that.
It's like, huh? I always rooted for you guys when.
So you had a good childhood then, I guess, if that's your first book.
Yeah. Well, I didn't major in literature, so that kind of explains it all. Also, so, but it was just so much fun. We also just drove down from Övik. We went to your hometown and met with Jordan. What's your relationship with Jordan, this guy we call him the MVP because he's the one who made everything happen from Håkan Andersson to you and Marcus. So what's your relationship to him?
Well, we've been friends for a long, long time, actually. I'm going down next week to Spain. We've been having this golf tournament for, I don't know, 21 or 22 years. And we have really good and common friends that we always play golf together. Right. And he runs his own company back home in my hometown. And he's a funny guy. He's a hockey guy. He loves hockey. He loves golf. So we have some good things we can talk about and do. So we've been friends for a long time. And he's a good guy. And I'm not surprised that you got a hold of him. He's got a lot of friends and knows a lot of people around the world, so he's a good guy. So that's,
when we asked him like how did he get us in touch with Håkan Andersson, he said, I didn't know him. So I was like, why did you give us his number? He said, I just found his number on the internet and I called him.
Yeah, no.
I was like, what? Why would you do that? And he's like, well, you guys we're just so passionate about hockey. I just called him up and I said, those Canadian guys want to meet you, and he said, I'll find time. I was like, this is getting too nice. You know what I mean? It's just.
No, but he's a sales guy, though.
That's why he's good at this.
Guy. Yeah, he doesn't sit behind a bench or a table. No, he's a sales guy. He runs an advertising company, so I think that's what he does for a living. So I don't think he has problems talking to anybody.
That's the thing. The first question that comes to mind when people knew we were coming over, people is, what are you up to? What have you been up to these days?
Well, since I retired there 2011, I went
final retirement.
Yeah, final retirement. It's like 14 before that. I was a lot of surgeries, a lot of.
How many surgeries did you have in your career?
To be honest, I think it's 21 or 22 surgeries. It's a little everywhere.
Your number.
It's almost up there. It's spleen, it's shoulders, elbows, hernias. It's
which
feet,
one? Which one was the worst?
Well, spleen hurt a lot, and then when they cut the bone and moved the heel bone, the heel bone and moved it back, it was. Not really a fun experience. And then found out that was not the problem and cut it off again and moved it back.
Might as well.
2 years later.
The spleen wasn't that in the playoffs?
After the second round there. We beat LA, I think, Game 7, and then it happened. And then we won that year, 2001 anyway. But it was right before the St. Louis series in semifinals. Yeah, then I got to have a few weeks at the hospital and got to take it out.
Did you end up still being the top playoff scorer that year?
I was leading, the league in the playoffs. Yes, when I got hurt.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't win that year. I won, I think, a year before we got knocked out in the semis. But I think I won that year. Okay. Even if I didn't play in the finals.
That's the one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember. So, what's the feeling when your team wins the cup and you get on the ice, with the jersey, but you didn't actually play for like the entire round,
Yeah, that was
kind of a weird.
It was a little weird, yes. Yeah. Of course, you want to be. We were so close, 99 and 2002, and then get hurt and race kind of the last couple of games, Ray Bork, and then not be able to be on the ice.
Yeah.
the good thing was St. Louis series was kind of up all the time. We were not really down. The hard part when we were almost losing to New Jersey, we were down 3-2. That's when you really wanted to be on the ice. Yeah. And to be honest, what happened was I was in the hospital for a little bit, and then I started skating by myself. And I told Pierre Lacroix, was the GM, after game 5, I said, I'd like to play game 6. And he said, you're crazy, we're not letting you on the ice. I'm like, I've been skating by myself here for a week or two. He's like, nope, you don't have a chance to get on the ice. And they wouldn't let me. But when you're leading and you know you're going to advance and the team is winning, it's easier. But then when in the end there, we're so close. When Jersey was up 3-2 and we were going to Jersey and we actually, the team won 3-0. And then the last game at home, I was so nervous. You're sitting on the outside. Tanguy scored twice. I think Joe scored when we were up 3-0. It was kind of easy, and then Jersey scored 3-1, and then I went in the shower and stayed there for the rest of the 30 minutes left of the game. It was really nerve-wracking. On the other hand, I was kind of part of the team and did pretty well, like I said, the first 2 rounds, and I felt a little bit part of the team, but it's a little different story being on the ice. Playing winning the last game instead of sitting on the bench.
Much less nervous playing.
Yes.
Than watching.
But it would be pretty nerve-wracking going into Game 7 or Game 6, and I know you might lose, and because we're so close at 99-0-0 losing Game 7s against Dallas, and this kind of was our year maybe to win. And so it was hard being on the side. I have to say that.
I remember that Game 6, watching that game. I think Patrick Roy really had a strong game when you guys were trailing the series 3-2, taking the series back for Game 7. And I always wondered, because he's a really famous guy in Quebec, and he's been coaching in Quebec and Colorado. He's really got a temper, Patrick. And what's he like in a room? Because I heard he's an extra captain in terms of leadership, and he brings that. How is he in the room? I mean.
Well, no, Patty, I think he wants to win, and it's not a whole lot of things that if he doesn't get his way, he's going to let people know. Right. How is he like? I can tell a story that I think how into the game and how much he saw of the game, and it's kind of, I don't want to tell when it's other people involved. I don't want to tell those stories, but I was one year, I think we were maybe 98 or maybe it was 2000 actually, and I decided we played San Jose, so I kind of I think it was the first round. But the year before I got so tired, played Dallas, so I was like, I'm going to take it a little easier. We won the first 2 games against San Jose. I'm like, well, I'm going to save myself a little bit, not get because I played a lot and I sweat a lot. So the further I went in the playoffs, I felt I was losing weight and not playing as well. So I was going to take it a little easy those 2 games, and so I did, and we lost those 2 games. And then the coach came in, Hartley comes in the dressing room, and he's like, guys, we lost 2 games. What's going on? What's the problem? And got a little quiet in the room, and 5 seconds later, Patrick goes to point at me like, it's that guy's fault. I'm like, me? And then he's like, yeah, you're not playing your heart out. And I'm like, yeah, you're actually right. And so there was the only time in my whole career I didn't really play as hard, because I kind of wanted to rest, because I felt I needed to maybe win those games anyway. Yeah, we were going to win against San Jose anyway, and then I was going to save myself for the further down the road and then be better. But it was funny that he kind of saw it right away. He just he called me out, and there was no problem for calling people out. And if they didn't play and do their best for the team, he would let them know. Right. On the other hand, I think everybody learned a lot of him. How it is to win and what it takes to win. And for me too, I have to say, and most of the guys to the team loved to win, so it's no problem having him in the team. I think it fit pretty well. I think when the guys came into Colorado, they knew they came to a team, an organization that weren't there to play golf. We were there to win hockey games, and he was a big part of it. What did you say? How did you react when he called you out in front of everyone? I had to talk to him afterwards. I patted this was going on. He's like, well, you can't do that. We might lose this series if you don't play well. The fun part, I had a really good game 5, and we won series 4-2, so it did work out. But did you guys?
Yes, it did work out just fine, Peter. Oh, you silly Billy. Vous en voulez plus? Vous voulez savoir comment ça finit cet épisode-là? Eh bien, c'est très facile. Vous vous rendez au dreadsultape.com et vous cliquez sur la Mission Forsberg. 50% de rabais avec le code promo DST50. DST comme dreadsultape 50. Vous avez 50% de rabais. Ça vous revient un petit 25$. Plus de 15 heures de contenu exclusif. Vous avez toute la Mission Forsberg. Vous êtes des vrais fans. Vous allez vraiment triper. Allez checker ça. C'est pour une durée évidemment limitée. C'est pour le premier anniversaire. Donc c'est seulement cette semaine le rabais. Dépêchez-vous, allez faire ça. Sinon, on se voit vendredi 26 avril 2019. Chez Ulule à Montréal, à 8h, ça commence. Les portes ouvrent à 7h pour le premier party de fin de saison annuel de Dread sur le tape. Ça va être malade. On fait un enregistrement ensemble devant le public d'un épisode qui va être dans la saison 4. On va le vivre ensemble. On va vivre ça. Il va y avoir du gear. On va triper. Wouh! OK, bye bye.